A royal expert has speculated that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will announce that their daughter's christening service had already happened, rather than release the details in advance. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle welcomed baby Lilibet Diana on June 4, but no plans of her christening have been made public. The couple currently retain a strained relationship with the royal family, which has sparked speculation around the likelihood of the service being conducted in the UK. Royal expert Russell Myers told the podcast Pod Save the Queen, "I think that the word from their people is that they haven't decided. I don't know whether I necessarily will take that at face value. I just think they will probably drop an announcement that it's already happened and that will be all you know about it. It'll be very interesting to see if it is in the States, whether there are pictures that emerge over in the States, whether you get to know who her godparents are, because hark back to the time when it became such an issue that Harry and Meghan decided not to release the names of Archie's godparents." He also added that he did not believe the Sussexes would return to Windsor for a royal christening. Last week, a spokesperson for the Sussexes made a rare comment on the couple's plans for their baby daughter's christening service. Via the Daily Mail, the representative said that plans were still being finalised and claims otherwise were mere speculation. The 5-month-old has never met her royal relatives, and it is unknown when the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will next return to the UK. Lilibet's older brother, Archie Harrison, has not been in the UK since October 2019, whilst Meghan Markle has not returned since completing her final royal engagements in March 2020. Despite the situation remaining tense, it is believed that they enjoy a warm relationship with the Queen, who Prince Harry described as his Colonel-in-Chief. Their baby daughter Lilibet is named after her great-grandmother, in a touching tribute to the 95-year-old monarch. Don't miss as an infant, the Queen had been unable to pronounce her own name, which led to her parents affectionately calling her Lilibet. Whilst Lilibet Diana's christening plans remain uncertain, her 2-year-old brother had received a royal service in the private chapel of Windsor Castle. As is customary with royal children, he was christened in the silver gilt lily font using water from the River Jordan. Prince Harry and Meghan went against usual tradition, however, after they refused to allow the press to take pictures outside the chapel, and they refused to divulge the names of his godparents. Instead, they released 2 official photographs which were taken by their friend Chris Allerton. As of yet, no photograph has been released of the couple with their daughter Lilibet. The Sussexes currently reside with their 2 children in Montecito, California. However, amid the family tension, Meghan gave birth to Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor, the couple TM's second child, on June 4. Some expect the Duke and Duchess to travel to the UK to christen their daughter in Windsor Castle, as they did with Archie in 2019. However, the couple TM's spokesperson said last week that decisions regarding Lilibet TM's christening were still being made and that any claims being made were mere speculation. One royal expert claimed in a podcast that Meghan and Harry may at some point announce that their daughter TM's christening has already happened in California, and that details will be kept under wraps. Pod Save the Queen is hosted by Zoe Forsey and features Daily Mirror royal editor Russell Myers. Mr. Myers said, "Who knows when they will be making their next trip here? Will it be the christening? Will it be for Christmas? I don't think it will be this year. Again, anything could happen." The word from their people is they haven't decided on the christening plans. I don't know if I necessarily take that at face value. I think they will probably drop an announcement that it has already happened and that will be all you know about it. Harry has returned to the UK twice since he quit the firm for Prince Philip TM's funeral on April 17 and 2 months later to unveil a statue of his late mother Princess Diana. Meanwhile, Meghan hasn't returned to the UK since March 2020. A UK christening would offer the Queen an opportunity to meet her great-granddaughter for the very first time, with Lilibet TM's name a homage to the monarch. Her Majesty, who is the head of the Church of England, is understood to care deeply about the faith, and so a christening in the UK could be a good olive branch to the royal family. The Queen was not in attendance when Archie was christened by the Archbishop of Canterbury on July 6, 2019, due to prior arrangements. Mr. Myers speculated whether Harry and Meghan would follow royal tradition if they christened Lilibet in the US by releasing pictures of the event and publicizing the godparents. The royal expert said, "It will be very interesting to see, if it is in the States, whether there are pictures that emerge, whether you get to know who her godparents are." Hark back to the time that it became such an issue that Harry and Meghan decided not to release the names of Archie's godparents, and again there was a big debate about whether it mattered or whether it didn't. TMT. Well, I think that was the beginning of the end with the public perception. If you are taking all the trappings of royal life, do you necessarily have to follow what has happened before you in terms of keeping up with tradition, having pictures of the christening, having publicized who the godparents are? Should people know who are the godparents and the moral compass of someone who is in line to the throne? I would argue yes, that is quite interesting, but they obviously saw it in a different way. To subscribe to Pod Save the Queen, go to your normal podcast provider. Princess Charlene, 43, will be returning to Monaco to be with her husband Prince Albert and 2 young children after a spate of health issues left her stranded in her native South Africa for 6 months. The princess has undergone multiple surgeries in recent months and said she can TMT wait for the reunion with her young family. Princess Charlene had ear, nose and throat surgery in her home country South Africa while her family remained in Monaco, as far back as May this year. She left behind her 6-year-old twins, Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella. She was even separated from her husband, Prince Albert II of Monaco, for their 10th wedding anniversary. In late July, speaking to South Africa Radio 702, the princess, providing a medical update, described herself as being stuck in a waiting game. The unfortunate health crisis left her stranded in Africa, as she could not fly in her condition. She said, "Initially I was supposed to be here for 10 to 12 days, unfortunately, I had a problem equalizing my ears, and I found out through the doctors that I had a sinus infection and quite a serious one. So, it's taking time to address this problem that I'm having." She added, "I cannot force healing, so I will be grounded in South Africa until the end of October." But things are on the up, with the wife of ruling Prince Albert confirming she had her final surgery last week, and that her health is continuing to improve. She said, "I came to South Africa to oversee some foundation projects. I was unwell at the time. I had an infection which was addressed immediately. Unfortunately, it grounded me for some months here in South Africa." Princess Charlene underwent a sinus lift and bone graft earlier this year, and underwent a second surgery in August. At the time, her husband Prince Albert said, "The operation went well, Princess Charlene is resting and we are thinking of her with tenderness." The princess is thought to have undergone another procedure on October 8 and is due to return home by the end of this month. I think if there is any mother out there that has been separated from her children for months, she would feel the same way I feel. The princess posted a photo of her family on Instagram on August 25, in which her son and daughter look the spitting image of their mother. She captioned it, "I am so thrilled to have my family back with me." Princess Charlene TM's time away from her family initially led to speculation that her marriage to Prince Albert was on the rocks, which has been firmly denied by her husband, who said he was appalled by the rumors.